Welcome to the penultimate game of the evening. We're back on Erangel. One more game after this one for players to try and get as many points as possible. Moving into the rest of tonight's PUBG EU Pro Scrims. My name is Jorisar. The plane is a delightful 8 o'clock to 2 o'clock plane path, almost precisely through the center of the map, meaning that the teams can more or less jump, almost but not quite, wherever they want. The teams will generally have a plan for where they're going to end up. Things will be pretty chill indeed. Rudu raiding with a party of one. Dufresne, a party of one. Rudu, search party of one. Welcome. We're gonna make that one person. It's gonna be Rudu watching himself. We're gonna make them feel literally as welcome as anyone could possibly be in a stream. Go ahead and say hi to everyone in the stream chat. I don't know why it says party of one, because in the chat I can see 18. I don't get it. Anyway, all jokes aside, very, very warm welcome to all of you. I hope you guys are having an absolutely fantastic evening. This is game number 5 of 6 in tonight's PUBG EU Pro Scrims. And at the moment, Raise Your Edge, reasonably close to Jempty, but it looks like he actually just dropped to grab a vehicle. Yes, indeed, he's in a UAZ right now and moving towards the ferry pier point. That's fine. Well, the southern ferry pier, I should say. The first circle now is going to be centering into the east of Ruins. Entropic will be pretty pleased. They are more or less bang center. We have Furasic in School and Apartments. We have Nexus in Rozhok. No one's really contesting. Bogart is playing a little bit of a dangerous game. He's getting slightly closer to Blaze than most would like. Blaze are pretty darn good with those snipers and DMRs, but he's really just doing it to grab a bike and get the heck out of Dodge. I can appreciate that. That is probably Apocalypse there. Would have liked that bike, but it doesn't look like they're going to get it. That's fine. There will be other opportunities, I am sure. Over on the west side of the circle, Yikes are in South Georgia, Paul. Skade are split around Gatka. Sakura is in McDonald's. I can't believe more people don't call this McDonald's. It's the Big M. You can see it right there. It's absolutely McDonald's, and I'm not changing it for the world. We've got Allen Oil in Primorsk, being pretty chilled out there, and pull up on the western flank. Chicken Go Cluck are in Ferry Pier. With potential are in Severny. Zukdinam. They have a little bit of a long way to go. They're in Stalbra and Kameshki, but they've got absolutely no enemies to worry about, so that'll be fine. And then the Nuclear Penguins off to the east in Lepovka and Prison, respectively. And Bogart taking the bike that he basically stole out from under the noses of Blaze, who have got Shelter and Hall of Fame or Museum, depending on how old school you are. With Rip9 a little bit further into zone. I actually quite like this compound, personally. I'm not saying the pros love it, but I like defending this. I think there's a decent amount of broken wall. I think you can get a good amount of coverage from the 3-story here. The only the biggest downside to this compound is that this hill to the south means that you have quite a lot of teams potentially taking pot shots from range, but that's fine. Because if you're looking north, you have all the space in the world and you're generally doing okay. Anyway, the circle's not going to finish there, so let's not dwell on that too long. This is every possibility of being one of those classic Gatka circles, or in the fields west of Pachinki sort of circles. It's too early to tell, though, with Phase 1 at the moment. Still plenty that can go right or go wrong for quite a lot of these teams. So, let's take a look at some of the people that are close to the center. Reggie Beardo. Got a garage compound. Still very, very split in Tropic. At the point where we maybe get to Phase 2, where they start getting worried about teams and vehicles crashing into these compounds, they're going to have to bunch up. They don't want all 4 of them to be split. There's no way Nowick is staying in Venice or Watertown, for example. This is a potentially defensible position. These little blue houses over here that Hawkeye has got wind of. But, again, probably not ideal. I would expect them to move towards double, towards Reggie Beardo. These compounds tend to be reasonably popular. Nexus coming in very close to Nowick. Nowick probably doesn't want to fire. It's really rare to see someone rotate basically into Watertown. So I confess, I'm very, very surprised. I wonder if it's because they know that someone is here. Nowick is now just trying to get away. Oh no, yes, they do know someone's here. They're hunting. They're hunting, and Watertown sucks if you are being hunted by someone else because your movement speed through water is just lower than anywhere else in the game. So Nowick isn't even waiting around to see what's happening there. He's actually just legging it straight out of the compound to see if he can get out. Doesn't matter that he's not in a vehicle. He doesn't want other people to just rotate into exactly where he is. He needs to get the hell out of Dodge. And this is what I'm talking about. Entropic really, really split right now. It's everyone versus Nowick on this side of the circle. It's not ideal. And you see those smoke grenades. Those smoke grenades are going to help him escape, but they're also going to tell Nexus exactly where they are. So Entropic maybe a little bit late leaving Watertown here. As a result, there's an opportunity for Nexus to try and get an early kill. Hey, Donix getting shot at from elsewhere. That's Reggie Beardo coming in to try and assist. Entropic are so far away from any compound, though. What they need to do is just survive and get to somewhere defensible. That's got to be the play. There's not much else they can do right now. There we go. Okay. Good, good, good. They've been picked up. Hawkeye is now driving away. I imagine Reggie Beardo will be moving back to the safety of this compound, and I suspect Entropic will move here to the plug socket compound. The players call it something a lot ruder. I prefer plug socket because I'm UK based and that actually looks like a plug socket. Or to the compound directly west of them. We will see Apex have taken the north side of Pachinki. You don't normally see the teams go for the cities too early, and in the meantime, Chicken Go Cluck on the south side of Erangel, rotating to the south of Pachinki, but going to be moving east beyond Potato Hill and potentially into this kind of position. They could actually end up taking the southern compounds. Double is only one player here. He might not be able to dissuade a full team of 4 from crashing into this compound, for example. That could be a thing. That absolutely could be a thing. We'll have to wait and see. Where else are people rotating in from? With Potential finally moving in from shooting range. Raise Your Edge saying, you know what? I'd very much like to be in Pachinki as well. Thank you very much. And Apex will have company in the city in Phase 1. This is most unusual. They're getting shot at from afar, and that's not dissuading them either, so that's going to be very interesting indeed. They know that the shots came from far away. They could hear that. They could see the DMR shots from the other side of it. I'm pretty sure it was Intense that was shooting those. It could even have been Techers. So they'll know that this part of town is fine, but they don't know how split Apex are. That's really the key. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. We were talking about bridge camping before. It could happen again. Red Sea taking some shots at Ribbons and With Potential as they move across the bridge here towards Watertown, but it's only one player sniping from afar. If all 4 of them were at the end of the bridge, that could have been horrific. Ribbons will be able to make it out alive. No problem. Oop. George of the Jungle, watch out for that tree. They've counted the cars. They know that the 4th car is the most vulnerable. Exvolution, 69 hit points at the moment. The car actually only suffering light damage, so he should be okay. Gets behind this hill, and that should give him enough breathing space to rejoin the rest of the team, but very much the straggler in the pack now, Exvolution. There is no knockout blow, though. Not unless a sick headshot comes out of left field right now. Or a sick grenade comes out there. That's double with the grenade onto With Potential. They were hoping that plug socket was free. Well, guess what? Someone in the warehouse just chucked a grenade their way, and they now have to decide if it's going to be useful to run the gauntlet into it. They do not know that it's just a single player. If they knew it was just one player, they would absolutely send it in with vehicles. I guarantee they would lick the snap and send it straight in. That is not going to happen here. Instead, Double isn't going to wait to find out. He knows that there's one team to the north, one team to the south. Remember we were saying earlier how Chicken Go Cluck might actually take the south side of the road? Well, guess what? That's exactly what they've done. And X-Chris from Chicken Go Cluck actually takes out Double as well. Ooh, and this is big. Reich's deciding to cross the road and take these buildings too. Do they know that there is someone directly north of them that are going to be pushing into these compounds? I wonder, because here comes With Potential. They're inside now the warehouse. If I were Reich's, I would go back to the south side of the road. But wait, what? They've left... Oh, they've left Faye here. Well, that's not good. They've left Faye here. So all of a sudden, Faye is on his lonesome fighting against Micah. Why would... Not 100% certain I understand the reasoning behind that. I would have all stayed on the south side of the road, and if FaZe had to stay here, I would have made sure that they had the element of surprise rather than anything else. Micah gets the headshot with the first bullet on the barrel, and unfortunately that's going to be it from FaZe's point of view. So Chicken Go Cluck may be making a little bit of an error there and going down to 3 players. With potential, should now have firm control of the north side of this road. Chicken Go Cluck have firm control of the south side, and look at this, the next circle cleanly splits that in half. And CGC are going to have to move. Apex, once they saw how far north this circle is moving, they are moving as well. So the north side of Pachiki completely free right now. They're getting peppered by shots by X, Chris, and Co. No one going down just yes. Nexus and Yikes. Where are Nexus and Yikes? Oh, there are Nexus and Yikes. Oh my god, they're in Cube on the north side of this bridge. What is happening there? That Xenix going down. Maroon versus Killsteel by the looks of things. Mama is also on the outside. Yikes down to 2 players. How many have Nexus got? Nexus also down to 2. Hey, Donix is currently down on the outside of this wall. He will get very quickly revived, but 1440 was left to fend for himself, and Momme will be able to get that. Hey, Donix also gets shot at from elsewhere. So suddenly, Yikes, going from a 2v3 to a 2v1. Significantly more fruitful position for them now. Big fight here for this cube compound. Is it in the next circle? I think it is. Yeah, we're comfortable. So that's really close to center. That's why. This is good real estate here. Killsteel on the outside wall on the east side, throwing some grenades in. What a great little shift there, and now we might actually see him move inside. Frag grenade on the stairs, beautiful move, preventing Momme from going upstairs and hopefully buying him a little bit more time to heal. There's the Molotov preventing him from moving in. A second Molotov as well, it actually hits Maroon. Momme goes down to the Molotov, so Killsteel playing everything right here in this 1v2, using so much of the utility. Oh. To absolutely destroy everyone. Such good play. Maroon now down to 9 hit points, and Killsteel might do it. He does it! Yikes get eliminated, and it's a beautiful 1v2 from Killsteel there. He used his frag grenades, he used his Molotovs brilliantly, and you know what? He has 0 of them left. If that didn't work, he had no more utility to play with except for smoke grenades. Really, really cool play there from Killsteel. Well done. Now Skade are looking to potentially mop up. They're asking themselves how many players were fighting here, how many are likely still alive. Can we take this compound by force? They don't know that Killsteel is the sole survivor. They're trying to weigh up their options. Is it worth crashing into this? Is it? Oh, it looks like they're gonna try. They're saying, can we drive past and not be dissuaded? It looks like we can. Killsteel deciding, okay, I'm just gonna have to make my stand here. There's not much more I can do. Could have tried firing as they came close, but it doesn't look like it's. Skade now absolutely want to grab. Let's take a look at how many teams, though, are moving in the northeastern side. Apex pushing into these double-story compounds. This is actually a 1v3 right now. Bogart in here for the Nuclear Penguins. Couldn't dissuade them. They heard the bullets. They knew someone was here, but they were thinking it might just be a scout. They were correct. And now suddenly it's a 1v3. Elsewhere, his teammate manages to fight off pull-up, and Bence has gone down as well. Let's take a look. This is ridiculous. The next circle, by the way, completely full on to where Skade are, who have actually managed to win the compound for Cube. So all of these fights could end up being meaningless very, very soon. Apex using so much of their utility to try and stop Bogart from being able to kill any of them. They might get Bogart, but is this just going to be a little bit wasteful? I don't know. Are they going to need those grenades later on? And there's Bogart trading out. Apex getting the 1-for-1 trade. Look at how many teams are in the northeastern quadrant of this next circle. The Nuclear Penguins are going to try and move in now. Everyone rotating in from south seems fine. Skade and Cube, if I were them, I would stay right there. But Nookie's actually going to go join Sakura and Anonymous at this compound here. They want to be able to grab both sides, which is fair enough. It does mean that Misa's open a little bit to someone pushing in and absolutely crashing the compound. Pull-up trying to come in, but they are stuck on the outside. Thanks to Alan Oil, and take a look. This is a tinderbox here. We've got Blaze, we've got Apex, we've got Zukdin Nam, we've got the Nuclear Penguins, we've got Plan B, we've got CGC, who I swear started down here, went over here, went up here. They have been all over the shop, and they're going to be moving straight into the clutches of Entropic if they're not careful. Noik sees the car, thinks about it, doesn't think very long. Says thank you very much for the potential damage. Hits one of those bullets. If it gets closer, he'll start hitting a lot more. And they're going to be forced to move in. Where on earth is all of this going to go, though? Here come the nuclear penguins. On to plan B. The Wanderer will get Girya. This is messy. There is no way to describe this other than messy. A doozy avenges the kill. But he's going to have to defend himself from Zukdinam, who are off to the east. There's about 12 different directions that these guys will be taking damage. And Tok is the last surviving member of CGC and gets absolutely nailed out of that vehicle by Ribbon. So that's Chicken Go Clock eliminated in 14th place. Here comes Apex! Intense goes down. The rest of the squad are going to have to keep pushing. There's not much choice. Intense will not be able to get revived. Calvin and Simsy left. It looks like they are through the worst of it. They might be able to get closer to the road, but they need to basically find a hill to play off of because there are no compounds for them to take here. This is rough. They'll have to use the vehicles as barriers, basically, and that's exactly what I think Calvin is about to do. Very, very rough indeed. Blaze is going to be moving into Furasic. Oh dear, that's a rock, mate. Don't want to be messing with that. That actually gives Furasic a little bit of time to get in position. Robin with an excellent spray, but who's only down to 75% hit points. Can he make his way back up? Chocolate getting revived by Laza. I don't think Blaze can escape this hillside, and they know it. The problem is Zukdinam are coming in from above. The more noise you make, the more people you attract to the party. Silas is down, not yet out. Laza and Apocalypse both on about 50% hit points. Laza now going down as well. And Silas still alive, but only just. Apocalypse gets nailed to the cross that he is sat on as well, and it's just Rip 9 alive for Blaze. Dex finishing the teammates there. Silas. If Silas gets revived here, that'll be excellent. Oh, I think he's aiming for the wrong tree with this crack. Oh, he might not be. That might actually be really good. It is really good. It manages to finish off Silas. I thought he might be aiming for the wrong tree. I take that all back because 2 grenades are good for just as many knocks. That's Silas out of the game. And Highman now also getting knocked down. Dex is going to have to revive, but that smoke is very, very low. You need to re-smoke that. That's exactly what they do. Shift W elsewhere. Eliminated now. This top right of the circle is still so messy. Skade still somehow managing to survive here with only Anonymous inside. At least Misa is in close company. But I was really scared about a team pulling up with all 4. It doesn't look like they're going to be able to. Ironically, it's pull-up that are here, but they've got 2 people, and it doesn't look like they're pushing in anytime soon. So maybe Skade played a get-out-of-jail-free card there. We'll have to wait and see. Hellscreamer, the only player left alive in the northeast for the Nuclear Penguins, wanting to lie low, doesn't want anyone to know that he's there. Noik suspects that someone's around, but hasn't been able to spot anyone just yet. We're taking a look at his vision right now. You can see Hellscreamer's off to the left. Noik unable to spot him over the lip of that hill, but only just so close to being able to see him as he jumps up and down, but he can't quite spot it. Is that enough for Hellscreamer to be let off the hook? I don't know. Well, I know what the answer probably is, but it's not yet anyway. And they spot with potential in the distance, so maybe they'll be sufficiently distracted that Hellscreamer will be able to get away. 9 teams left alive. Example on Fragger. What's going on? This is Raise Your Edge off to the west side. Apex also eliminated by with potential as well, but Exvolution overextended his stay just a little bit, and Noik is able to knock his head clean off. There's no way you can get a revive there. Atomical out in the open. What's he doing there? Almost goes down, but not quite. There's Noik. There's Hellscreamer. And they have no idea. And they've got other things to worry about now as well because of the circle. Circle's moving to the southeast. Sikora can still hold Cube, bizarrely, but it's actually Furasic Vark versus the rest of Skate right now. This is Anonymous moving up onto Bag of Nuts. The smoke grenade goes down, but not quite soon enough. Anonymous sees exactly where he is within that smoke. Ronnie Cray also spotted off in the distance. Needs to be careful because Robin's actually just as close to him, but he has no idea where Robin is. Ronnie Cray gets the excellent return spray down with the barrel. He goes very, very low in terms of hit points. but managed to get Anonymous down. Both of those grenades a little bit far, to be fair. And Nookie now trying to work out, is there a way he can actually get Anonymous? His own grenade knocked out Ronnie Cray. That's great, but they've got Robin to deal with right now. Misa is still alive, but he's not actually that close. Take a look. He's all the way over there. Robin might have an opportunity to get a really nice flank. Anonymous spotted and Nookie spotted as well. But unfortunately, he first decided to go for the player who was downed rather than the player with the gun in his hands, and that gave Nookie enough opportunity to get that final kill. So Furaffic are out. Entropic are the next ones up. They're on this high ground. They're rotating in after Furaffic. They basically have to hope that Skade haven't spotted that there's still someone up there. I don't know. I don't know what they know. Skade don't look like they're looking in this direction anymore, and I feel like that's going to be to Nookie's disadvantage. Because if Nookie gets spotted right now, then Skade could fall like dominoes. They'd be fighting one after the other. There's Skade. Nookie doesn't go down? How did he not go down? How did Noik go down before Nookie there? And Skade now must be going into panic stations mode. They're going, hang on a second, how the hell is someone else here? Nookie hits the deck, allows Misa to do more of the work from behind. Very, very sensible course of action. Hawkeye gets spotted at distance. This should give them enough time to heal. Those smoke grenades are pretty good. Excellent flashbangs, forcing Skade to stop the rush in. And as a result, Entropic are able to get their downed member up. Not sure it's going to be enough, though, because remember, Sakura's still up here. They've decided to evacuate Cube Compound now because it's too far to the southern side of the circle. They want to get the rest of the team together as well. Reggie Vieira goes down. Nookie is down for the second time, but crucially, only one member is left alive at the moment. And it might be enough, though. Sakura, oh no, he's looting the drop. Misa and Nookie are both down, and Sakura's all the way over there looting the drop. They couldn't finish the job themselves, unfortunately, and Noik, as a result, he's not actually reviving any of his teammates right now because he's thinking he might actually get pushed, and that actually ends up ending the game for him. He does get taken down from range. That is Sakura with the Mini-14. But can Sakura get back? Oh, if Sakura gets back to revive both of his teammates, that would be amazing. Skade, you are seriously getting away with murder here. Oh my god. Quick, chuck a smoke grenade down there. Don't even wait for it. He might even choose to forego the smoke. Is that Creator wanting to get a word in edgeways? A little bit far away to do that at the moment, but he is looking. He's wondering. I don't think anyone will expect someone quite that far out. Hellscreamer, in the meantime, for the Nuclear Penguins, still sitting pretty. Very happy to just watch everyone else rather than fight. Ribbons has no helmet, though. Oh, if he stays still. If he stays still, he stays still! Hellscreamer very happy with that. Thank you very much. There are only 2 wheels left on that car, but it's a hell of a lot faster than him going on foot. We're just going to casually reverse into this position. That is some style points right there, I'm not going to lie. Saying thank you very much for that loot delivery. I'll take that. With potential now out of the game. 5 teams and 12 left alive! Alan Oil sending it into the position where Raise Your Edge up. And that's them eliminated as well. Very difficult to see there. If I turn off X-ray vision, you can see how little you can actually see through those smokes, although that one just dissipated. Really, really difficult. The Nuclear Penguins finally get spotted out, and now we are into the top 3 teams. Hellscreamer going down to a grenade. So it's Skade versus Pull Up versus Raise Your Edge. Raise Your Edge have all 4 players left alive. Speculative grenade there. There isn't going to be anyone there, but will alert Raise Your Edge that someone is on this northern flank. They know it's, well, I suspect they know it's Skade. Pull Up are behind them and got into Cube after them. So they know that there's one team in front and one team behind. They're pushing up onto Skade because they don't want to eventually be sandwiched and have to fight both teams at once. They would rather be aggressive and fight one at a time. So that's what Example's doing at the moment. A second grenade onto this rock. There isn't actually anyone here. Skade haven't even been this far forward yet. So Raise Your Edge actually being quite conservative with their approach right now. They haven't really got vehicles to push up in. So here's the problem. Let's say Example goes from this position all the way up here for free, undetected. I don't think it's possible, but he could. If he does that, how's Alya going to get in? Very, very tricky. So instead, these guys are going to be fighting Pull Up, and now they know they're fighting 2 different teams. Vanti has gone down. They're looking for Creator now. That's Nookie from up top. This is what we meant about not wanting to be in a 2-way fight. Quizzy is safe behind this rock. But is the rest of the team going to be able to get them there? I don't know. Skade rotating in vehicles. Nookie gets knocked clean out. Misa down to about 60% hit points. He takes down Melman, but it's not enough. Example will come in with the flip. And it's Raise Your Edge versus Pull Up. It's effectively a 1v1 right now. Where is Example? Example's trying to get Melman. If he gets Melman, it's a 2v1. Create is wondering where they are. That's a very good speculative nade, I have to say. It almost finishes off Melman, but he will be able to get revived just in time. Second nade hitting the tree. Awfully lucky. Through the smokes, it's so difficult to see. He gets a shot off onto Crater, but not that much. That's Quizzy going down as well, so it's official. It's a 2v1. Example has managed to heal. Nades over the hill. They don't need to worry about covering all of their angles now. They know it's just one player they're playing against. But they won't necessarily realize he's actually rotated up here. So it's down to Creator to maybe go for some sort of flanking position. If he catches one of them by surprise, that's all he needs to reduce this to a 1v1. They don't know where he is. They just saw Example, but Example saw him. He hits the deck, but both players know exactly where he is now, and that's going to be good enough. Melman with the spray will allow Raise Your Edge, ladies and gentlemen, with 11 kills to grab game number 5 of the evening. 1,854 damage. Absolutely delightful stuff, and that is a good chunk of points towards the leaderboard.